Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Today I want to talk a little bit about the fruit markets around here and vegetable markets. Not so much the meat markets or anything like that, but just basically the fruit markets and how to bargain with these places, and also how to save yourself a little bit of money. With all that's going on with inflation and the forex exchange rates and stuff like that, there's still ways to save over here. There's some ways to save a lot if you really are willing to put in the effort, okay? And it doesn't take a lot of effort to do this. One of my neighbors here, he sells fruit, and he goes out and he buys it, obviously, like a whole box or cart, couple of boxes of fruit. Then he goes out to the streets and he sells it on the streets for, he marks it up a little bit so he can make a little bit of profit. Now he doesn't make a lot. He makes basically a day's pay, Filipino pay, but there's ways that you can also become a participant in this to save yourself money, okay? And this is what I was going to say, and this is what we do around here, because there's four families in here total. We're like 4 apartments in a row, okay? And what happens is, a lot of us, sometimes we eat together out here. We have the cabana and we all share food, but we all try to figure out ways to save all the time. And the other day we bought some onions, and onions are getting really expensive over here lately. And my girlfriend mentioned that we're gonna buy the onions and split them up between us and some other people, because we have one of our subscribers also. She comes over quite a lot, and she got in on the deal too, to buy some onions, because like I said, they're really expensive. They used to be really cheap, but now they're expensive for many reasons, because some of the stuff comes from China, some of it comes from inside the Philippines, but there's been a lot of disasters lately with heavy rains, typhoons, things like that, and it destroys crops. It drives the market up. But some of the stuff comes from the United States too, and even that stuff is getting marked up a lot because prices in the United States are going up. But if you buy like a massive quantity of this, no, it doesn't even have to be a massive quantity, just like maybe a big bag of it, okay? Or you're gonna buy a big box of grapes or something like that. And if you talk to all the people around you and ask them, say, hey, listen, it costs this much for a box of grapes, or this much for a box of apples, or this much for a bag of potatoes, would you be willing to chip in like 25%? We'll split it into four different ways, and we'll save some money. A lot of the people will get in on it and just ask them to, pay up in advance, and say, listen, I'm going to run down, I'm going to collect the money right now, and I'll run down and get it. And make sure you make the bargains with the people at the market and tell them, say, listen, I'm going to come back tomorrow and grab this, or be, pre-planned. You guys know how to do that. You just talk to the people either in advance or whatever, and make sure it's all set with them. But you can do this, and it will save you sometimes as much as 25 to 50% on your vegetables and fruits and things like that. There's other ways you can bargain too, is if you live in the provinces, you can buy right from the farmer themselves, or grow your own. There's many ways to skin a cat, and these are some of the ways you can do that. But I notice when I go to the market though, the more you buy, the cheaper you can get your foods. And ask them, say, listen, if I buy 10 of these, will you give me one for free? And they'll look at you, and sometimes they'll say no, sometimes they'll say yes. It's always worth bargaining when you're buying large quantities of food. Always bargain with these places. Some places will, some places won't. And just because they won't doesn't mean that they're not a good place to shop. There's one particular place at the market that I always go. It's always on the corner. And it's on the corner of the street here in Tracy. And I noticed that the quality of their stuff beats the quality of the stuff inside that's been shopped over. Okay? This person always puts out quality food, quality pineapples, sun-kissed oranges, really good apples, Fuji apples, Granny Smith apples. They have a lot of good fruits there. They don't deal too much with vegetables at this market, but the vegetables are inside. Vegetables tend to get picked over a lot more. So when you guys are looking for vegetables, really fresh vegetables, the best time to go is early in the morning when the market first opens at the crack of dawn. You get into the market, you go in, get your stuff, and you get out. okay? And you're gonna get the freshest, best stuff that you can get. Because sometimes if you're seeking certain fruits or vegetables, they might not have a lot of one type of vegetable, but in the morning they put that stuff out. By the time you get there in the afternoon or noontime or late in the afternoon, all that stuff is gone. So you want to make sure you get to the market at a reasonable time. But I when I go shopping like at SM or Walmart, and SM, I notice that their fruits and vegetables, they're not that great. Walmart, I noticed that they're a little bit more picky about what they put out and stuff like that, and it seems to be like a better quality, but the prices are really, really through the roof for stuff that you get in the regular supermarkets. Now, that's why I say you're better off going to the other markets. You're getting the same stuff. It's just that the prices are a big difference. Big windstorm here today. Big breeze coming through here. It's actually quite nice here today. Really, really nice. Nice breezy, cool breeze too, and it's dry. It's not humid. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw some more information out there about that, because people have been asking me about food shop and things like that. The prices in the supermarkets over here, guys, are pretty high now, and it seems to be going higher. I see a lot of things getting marked up. I mean, when we go food shopping, we have a budget of like about $270 a month. We're going through that like that now. Used to be that would last the whole month. It's lasting about 2 or 3 weeks now. So keep that in mind in your budgets, guys, because like we're a family of 5 here right now, and you know, we have 5 of us that stay here, and we also have, like I said, we have the other apartment too. So we share with them. So that's it's like 5 or 6 people here usually all the time that eat out of our house. And actually $300, when you think about that, back in the States, to feed that many people is pretty decent. But I mean, over here, that's expensive. Okay? I mean, if you were just you and your girlfriend or something like that, you could live pretty reasonable, pretty cheaply. You know, but if she has kids or something like that, and you're feeding kids and you're feeding family members coming over, it's gonna cost you a few bucks. So just be aware of that. But Filipinos are used to shopping. One thing I can say about Filipinos is they know how to shop. And that's one thing I can say about my girlfriend, is she knows how to shop. She's a real shopper. She really does well on finding good deals. And sometimes through friends and stuff like that, they'll offer you things. Maybe, like I get flip-flops. Flip-flops I get off my neighbor because it helps him. They have their own little flip-flop business, and he makes flip-flops and he sells them. You know, and I buy from him, and that helps his income also. I try to have like our own little economy around here, and like he sells grapes, he sells apples, he sells oranges and stuff like that on occasion. We try to buy from him, and you know, we get good prices from him. So, you know, try to keep people around you in your loop. It helps them, and you're keeping your little economy around your house going. That's why I try to buy from people around here. I use the local gym. By the way, I've been trying to get into this gym, guys. Okay, and I have to go in there when it's quiet and there's not many people in there. I want to do a thing inside the gym to show you guys inside the gym. I'm still working on that. I haven't forgot, and that just reminded me just now. So I'm throwing that out there right now. I'm going to be going to the gym this next week, and I'm going to try to find some time to do some video shoots in there, and to put something together to show you guys what it's like inside this gym. This gym is great. It's really good. It's Titan Fitness and Tracy Matera's awesome gym, guys. You know, so I just want to give the people over at Titan Fitness a big shout out on that, because it's a Western style gym. I won't say American. It's a Western style gym. It's a really, really good gym. I've seen some of the Filipino gyms. They're okay, but this gym here just it's a 10. Out of a 1 through 10, I rate this place a 10, and a big thumbs up. So that's a big thumbs up to Titan Fitness, guys. But anyway, guys, I just want to throw that out there, you know, and try to help your own little economy around your area. You know, like I try not to shop too far away from home. Sometimes you have to. But I try to shop around here to keep this economy going. You know, I like to keep my town wealthy. I like to keep the people here going. I like to see people prosperous, and that's the way I work. Also, guys, if you belong to a church, you can talk to people in the church and ask if they know any places, like if you're looking for clothing, if you're looking for fruit, or you're looking for a farm, maybe there's a farmer in your church or something like that, and you can buy from him. Or maybe you could work with your church to have like a farmer's market there, if you have farmers that go to that church or something like that, and you could shop on a certain day at the church or something like that, and maybe some of the income could go to the church to pay for a table or something like that to sell on that day or whatever. Just something I'm throwing out there, and it helps people. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I hope that helps. And be sure to like and subscribe, guys.